But I want to shift a little bit from the relevance of Gandhi today, because I think we need to understand Gandhi before we decide whether he is relevant or not. Because it doesn't matter. If you think he is not relevant, it doesn't make any difference. If you think he is relevant, if you do not adopt his methods as yours, it doesn't matter also. But to understand the person will help you to decide whether you want to accept him or not. And so the most important part is to understand this man. A simple man, just like us, all of us. And yet, he was at the forefront of the freedom movement, and not only the freedom movement, but a social movement to reform Indian society and especially to reinvigorate Indian villages. For 4 decades, his influence on India was undeniable and unchallenged. It is a very, it's almost an impossible thing for leaders to do of today, unless they are dictatorial. And even dictators have been known to be finished at one point of time. Dictators who felt as if they were invincible were completely obliterated by the movement of their people. And we have examples of that the world over. Soviet Union rejected communism. And all the communist icons were obliterated. Unfortunately, they did not accept democracy because they did not have democracy, they did not have the experience of democracy, and so today they are in authoritarian rule. I have been reading a book written by a young woman who grew up in Sabarmati Ashram under the influence of both Kasturba and Bapu. I'm actually translating that book. It's a small booklet of her memories of the time she spent in Sabarmati Ashram. It's a fascinating read for me because for the first time, it gives me the experience of what life in the ashram must have been and what it must have been to live with a person who was slowly being acknowledged as being the Mahatma. And so I would like to narrate a few incidents from that book. This is in the time period between 1924 and 1930.